Hello everyone, this is Phoenix here, and today we're going to be doing a discussion video on a gaming related topic, and this topic is going to be about video game collecting or retro game collecting or whatever you want to call it. So anything related to collecting video games and such. And this was a discussion that got interested me from the YouTuber known as Xander Scullins. I think that's how you pronounce the name, I hope so, but either way though, he's a pretty good YouTube channel, so I'll link you in the description down below. So either way, this is gonna be a video just me talking about why I collect video games, and just what do I think about just the whole thing and idea and the booming and such. So why do I collect? Now first things first is that would I consider myself a collector? Yeah, I would consider myself a collector for the fact that I just like so many different types of games that I want to experience, so therefore I just want to get all the different types of games that I want to get, obviously there's some RPGs that I really like, and then there's some action games I like, and then there's just racing games I like, or whatever else. I just really like gaming in general. I don't really consider myself be picked with one genre that I just love and everything else I hate. I just like pretty much anything really. Just whatever piques my interest, really. So, and that being said, yeah, I like having a lot of games because there's just so many games that I like and that I want to experience. Yeah, even there are some games I do have that are not the greatest there, but, that's okay. I mean, it was something that I was interested in at the time, and then now it's just okay, well, whatever. So, another thing about the video game collecting is that I actually do play my games. Now I don't play all of them all the time. I mean, I don't know if you can tell from the ones you can see in the background, unless maybe it's a bit too dark. I don't know if you guys can see it all, but it's the most that I've ever had ever, and you know what, and I'm happy about that. I mean, I'm just happy to where I am now, and I really do hope that that I don't become one of those people who just collect games just to just for display and that's it. I mean, I actually play my games to actually play them and experience them, not just to have them on a shelf for decoration. I really hope that doesn't happen to me, and I don't think it will unless I happen to be on crack or something. But either way though, that's one thing that I was never really particularly a fan of. I mean, if you do that and you happen to be watching this, I'm not gonna think you're an asshole. I just think that it's just not for me, personally. If you do that, that's completely fine. I don't mind. But yeah, that's just me, what I think about that. I just want to play my games just to actually play them, and yeah, and who knows what's gonna happen to them from the years to come, but we'll see how that goes. But, so here are just some examples of games that I have in my collection. I'm just going to give you 3 examples that I have that are either very uncommon or very rare or kind of expensive in a way for whatever reason, and I'll just explain some little details here and there. So the first game I'm going to mention to you guys that I have in my collection that's kind of rare, or at least very uncommon in a way. I don't really know what's considered rare or uncommon, and honestly I really don't really care. But it is, Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen on the PS1, the limited edition. Yeah, that's what it says, limited edition. And I bought this game for $70, which, by the way, that's the most I've ever paid for one single game at once, was $70. About $10 more than an average brand new game, which isn't too bad. But I bought this game because I played the Super Nintendo version on a ROM, and I liked it. I thought it was really cool and interesting, and I wanted to get into the series. So I found the PS1 version for $70, and I bought it because I've never seen this game in stores anywhere else, so I was yeah, I'm gonna buy this. So I did. Now, I have not got very far through the game, but from what I have played of it, I really like it, and I do hope that I can continue on to this game at some point. And yeah, so because of that, I didn't buy this game because it's rare or because it's from Atlus, and therefore it means that the game is pretty uncommon for the most part, because a lot of old Atlus games are. So that's just one thing that I want to say with this. Now another example of a game that I own that is kind of rare-ish, or it's a game that does get to go on high prices, and that is Dot Hack Volume 2 Dot Hack GU Volume 2 Remnants. which is a game I've had for quite some time. I've actually owned this game around when it came out, because it's time when this game came out I was actually getting into the Dot Hack anime, so I really wanted to get the games because, you know, making a game based off an anime and that anime is based off like an online game inside a game or whatever, yeah, it's fucking weird. But, so yeah, so it just had to happen eventually, and this game does get to go, like, on high prices on eBay, I've noticed, especially I'm missing the third one, I'm trying to get that, but either way though, this game is really fun, but, like, unfortunately it is kind of expensive, and it's unfortunate that games happen to be expensive though, because I know there are some games out there, like Action 52, which is like a really terrible fucking game, but it's like one that's really expensive, so it's not even worth it. Where this is an expensive game, but it's actually worth it though if you are interested in the anime or you just want to look for something new. And I've actually paid like $49.99 for this back when it came out, so about a brand new price, pretty much. Now, the last game that I'll mention, this is one that tends to get a lot of controversy about it lately, though it's not really a retro game. In fact, none of these games are really considered retro, unless maybe the PS1 game, but that's really up to you to decide that, though. And that is Xenoblade. I don't know if you can tell from this cover right here that's Xenoblade, but it is, but it's the alternate cover, but it might be able to tell you right there, yes, if I hold it in front of the camera right. But yeah, this is Xenoblade. I just have it on the alternate cover because it looks cool. So, Xenoblade was a game that I bought this for $50 back when they were still selling it at GameStop. In fact, this was actually the last game I ever got at GameStop. Well, actually no, that's not true. The second last game I ever got from GameStop. Then until many years later, until this year, I got Deception 4 from GameStop because they didn't have that game on its release at the normal stores I go to. But that's all another story though. I think I explained that in one of my pickup videos, but either way though, Xenoblade is a really good RPG game, but in fact actually all these are RPG games in a way, so, but yeah, this is a really good RPG game, and it got really expensive, like especially on eBay, and then of course, like, GameStop was reselling this game as, like, used for like $90 or something crazy like that for a while. I don't know if they're still doing that, but either way though, yeah, they're selling this game, like, saying that it was new, but they actually opened it already, which meaning that it's used, so, you know, it doesn't really make sense. But either way, they're being shitty about it. So, with that being said, yeah, this game had a lot of controversy behind it, and it kind of sucks, because this game is really damn good. Even though I know it's not for everyone, though, but that's okay. I mean, no game is for like, I mean, fuck, that doesn't sound right, though, but I mean, like, every single game is not going to be for every single person. That's what I'm going to say. But either way, though, it's a really good game, but unfortunately, it just happens to suck that, like, when a game gets really expensive and then all that type of stuff. Although it might not be as expensive now that the 3DS version is going to be coming out sometime soon for the new 3DS. Which, I hope it's not actually called the new 3DS, but you know what I mean. We can talk about that another day. So, yeah, so I don't buy games because they're rare or whatever, because they have that title of that being like, oh my god, like, rarest game of, like, the entire collection or whatever. No, I don't really care about that. I buy games that I'm interested in. Like, for an example of a game I do want, that is not very, like, great, but I have an interest in it, is the, Fist of the North Star game on the NES, and main reason why is because, one, I like the anime to that, and two, well, I do plan on doing a video tribute to the Fist of the North Star games, which, yeah, I guess that will be a future episode at some point in time, but either way, though, so that's gonna be, like, one reason why that I would consider myself, like, you know, I don't really think there should be, like, a title for being a collector or a gamer. I mean, yeah, I do collect games, but I also do play them as well, so I don't really know what I consider that to be. But either way, though, we all play games, right? So that's all that counts. Everyone should just, like, play the games that they like and just, you know, enjoy themselves, like, with their experiences of trying to find new games to play or just whatever. Whatever the case is, as long as you're playing a game, you're doing good. That's all which should matter. It doesn't matter how big your collection is, or how many sealed games you have, or just like, none of that really matters. It's not about the numbers. It's about experiencing games and just having fun. I know this thing kind of sounds a little bit too serious or whatever, but I don't know. It's just, this is a really long discussion thing that I could go on about like all day, but fortunately we don't have all that. And, well, I don't know what else I can say, but yeah, I just play whatever I like. And you know what? You guys should all do the same. Just play games whatever you like. It doesn't matter if you like old games, new games, or both. Like, I mean, I like both, so hey, I'm willing to open up to anything, really. So without further ado, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and commenting.